Arbuckle down here on the field. He's got the headset on around he's got a chain around his neck with both a blue and red pin dangling from it. You know he wants to put on a show here this evening, doesn't he?
There's no doubt about it. To say Arbuckle is fired up would be quite the understatement. He looks as excited as the players for this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kevin Wilson down here on the sidelines to start things out for the Sooners, because that's going to be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. Who's going to be in the booth? Who's going to be on the field? But at least for now, the Sooner OC, Ben Arbuckle, Gabe said it, full of fire and energy to get this thing started on offense.
Illinois State makes their way onto the field. White jerseys and pants, white helmets, with the Redbird logo on the side. Very much an Arizona Cardinals look to their unis. Here come the Sooners. Oklahoma will defend the south end zone in quarter number 1. Deep to receive, Jaden Ott and Peyton Bowen. The wait is over. Our long national non-football nightmare has come to an end. The boys in crimson are back on Owen Field. It's Oklahoma and Illinois State in the 2025 season opener. Here we go. Ian Wagner to kick it away for the Redbirds. He approaches the football, toe to leather, and we are underway. Driving kick toward Ott, returnable, bounces at the 5, bounces to his right and by him into the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners will start on the 25. Before we get going, let's pause quickly. 10 seconds for station ID. This is Sooner football from Learfield. John Mateer onto the field for the first time here in Norman in a regular season game. Joined by Javante Barnes at running back. The wideouts are Dion Burks, Isaiah Satania, and Keontez Lewis. Tight end Jaron Kanik in a pistol formation from their own 25 going right to left. Snap, Mateer rolling right. He'll throw, first throw out to the 30. It's caught. Dion Burks, a 5-yarder to start the season.
Little sprint pass there, move the pocket for Mateer, get him outside, get him comfortable with a nice, easy completion. I like it.
Ball spotted at the 29, so make it a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6. Ball on the right hash. Barnes on the right hip of Mateer. There's the snap. Handoff Barnes looking for running room. Bounces it outside. Tries the corner, and he's tripped up. Tripped up at the 29. That's the line of scrimmage. Caught from behind by Patrick Bauer. It's 3rd and 6.
Nice play by Bauer right there. It looked like Barnes thought he had a window to bounce it outside, and that defensive end was able to separate, get off a block, and come out and keep Barnes from turning the corner.
Trips right. Kanik one of those. Lewis alone to the left side. First 3rd down try of the season. Mateer surveys the defense, takes the football, looks right, quick throw to the right. That's caught by Kanik, but it's shy of the 1st down marker. Caught at the 32 for a gain of 3. And Oklahoma's highly anticipated offense goes 3 and out to start the year.
Interesting. I'm kind of surprised they went quick game there on 3rd down, 3rd and, what was it, 5 or 6, and just tried to hit that little hitch route, option route there to Kanik, and hope he could turn it upfield and avoid a tackler, but they were on us tight right there.
New punter Jacob Ulrich onto the field. Eddie Casper deep to receive. Stands at his own 20. Just underway. 13:25 to go first quarter. There's the snap back. Ulrich's boot, short end over end, wobbly toward the far sideline. Takes a Sooner bounce at the 35 to the 30 to the 20, and it keeps rolling all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Finally comes to rest at the 14. It wasn't pretty in the air, but it was effective. Good punt. Good result by Ulrich.
Able to, his wobbly hit over there on the sideline. I thought maybe he was going to bounce out, but ran right down that sideline. Fortunate there on that one.
That's a 54-yard punt. So here's the Oklahoma defense for the first time in 2025. They'll face Tommy Rittenhouse, Illinois State's senior quarterback, in the shotgun with Winkers right, the big back to his right. 3 wideouts and a tight end. Tight end is 6'5" Javon Charles. From their own 14. Rittenhouse takes it, hands it to Winkers right, stacked up in the backfield, and he's dropped for a loss. Kobe McKenzie and friends at the 13. That's a 1-yard loss.
Boy, I think it was Marvin Jones Jr. at that defensive end spot, slid down. We got in the bare front, and he just penetrates that gap, blows that thing up. That was impressive.
2nd down and 11. Illinois State huddles up. taking their time. 15 on the play clock, and they're still in the huddle. Now they break it. Michael Boganowski, by the way, getting the start in spot of Robert Spears-Jennings at safety. Again in the shotgun, Rittenhouse back to pass, throws right side, caught by the tight end Javon Charles, but he's hit immediately and dropped. Peyton Bowen there to smack him at the 16 after a 3-yard pickup. Here comes 3rd and long.
Yeah, brought the Will backer there on a pressure, brought 5, and I believe we're just man across right there. And Peyton Bowen, he looks really good. Been hampered by injuries the last couple of years. We saw him his true freshman year, aggressive playmaker. That's kind of gone away a little bit, but from what I've seen in spring and then this fall camp, he's back to making some pretty exciting plays.
Owen Heineke, Grayson Halton, Jeremiah Newcomb among the newcomers in on this 3rd and long. 3rd down and 8 from the 16. 2 on the play clock. Rittenhouse didn't get it off in time. There's the flags. Did not get the snap off in time. Let's see if they called the timeout.
Before the snap, delay game, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
I like this package we're in. You just got 3 down in there. You got 2 inside backers, and we got Heineke and Kendall Daniels as the inside backers, and then we've got a nickel and a dime out there on the field. Newcomb playing the nickel, and we've got I think Peyton Bowen down playing the cheetah.
So make it 3rd and 13 back at the 11. Rittenhouse going to hand it off to Winkers right. Runs right, has room. 20, 25 down the sideline, 30 and out of bounds. He's got the 1st down. On 3rd and 13, they handed it to Wright, and he broke it for 22 yards.
A smart play call by them. Owen Heineke was up in a mug position at backer, and he just got cut off there on the inside double team and couldn't fight back out to his gap. And we had a defensive end up the field trying to rush the passer, left a big gaping hole there. It's a nice play call.
Make it a 24-yard carry onto the 35-yard line. 3 wide receivers set for the Redbirds. Their opening possession of the game. Rittenhouse going to hand to Wright again. He runs left this time, and Jaden Jackson falls on him after a short gain of 3.
Nice job. It's interesting. We stemmed down, had 2 A-gap defensive linemen in there running a little twist game, and Jake Jackson able to get off a block and make a nice tackle there. I'm looking for a big year from Jake Jackson.
10:30 to go first quarter. OU offense goes 3 and out to start the game. Illinois State just picked up a 3rd and long. 2nd down and 7 now from their own 38. They go 5 wides. Only Rittenhouse in the offensive backfield. He approaches his center, pointing out coverage. 5 on the play clock. Rittenhouse has it. Looks right. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. Incomplete pass. He was lit up by Peyton Bowen. Bam!
Really nice. I don't know if that's an automatic blitz check there as they lined up in that empty formation, but we brought pressure off the edge and unaccounted for. Good, safe tackle. Hit on the quarterback. Don't get a penalty there. Good play.
The stick of dynamite has entered the chat. Reggie Powers is on the field, number 13, on 3rd down and 7. Illinois State picked up a 3rd and 13 on this drive. Victor Dawson in at running back for them now. Rittenhouse claps his hands, takes the football, twists up front, throws across the middle. It's knocked away, incomplete. Defended well by Kip Lewis. Pass intended for the tight end, Javon Charles. And here comes the Redbirds punt unit.
Nice job by Kip right there. He's in perfect position in pass coverage. Follows that tight end out, sits behind him, able to make a quick tackle if they complete it. But he was in good position to go and compete for the ball there and knocked it out.
Former Arkansas Razorback Isaiah Satania deep to receive the punt, standing on the 17-yard line. Kicker for Illinois State is Hayden Futch. Snap is back. There's the boot. Driving and wobbly. Satania, no fair catch, takes it at the 16, runs right. 20, 25 to the 30, 35 and wrapped up there. Nice return by Satania, just a sprint right when he caught it. Took it from his own 16 out to around the 37, about a 21-yard return. And we'll take a break there.
Arbuckle's got a lot of things in his offense that build when it comes to the play action passing game, and you got to establish that run before you do some of those things, or before some of those things are as effective as you want them to be. So I'd love to see him get the run game going. That being said, I hope we take a deep shot and score right here, guys.
Looks like same personnel as the Sun makes an appearance. OU starts at their own 37, ball right hash. Barnes the back. Burke, Satania, Lewis, and Kanik the pass catchers. No score, 9:47 to go first quarter. Mateer hands to Barnes, bounces left, cuts it up, dips his head down around the 39. It's a 2-yard gain on first. Jake Anderson, the tackle.
Nice little cut there, avoid one guy and able to turn that into a positive gain. But, you know, like what we've seen with Illinois State, that front's going to be aggressive. Backers are attacking right away. And as Gabe alluded, that's going to build into the play action stuff as the game rolls on.
More compact formation here on 2nd and 8. Mateer sends Burks out a little wider, now back to pass. John looks deep, lets it fly down the middle, looking for Satania, and he overthrew him. He was covered well. There were 2 defenders there around him. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Trying to stretch the field a little bit there. Obviously, you hope to complete those, but it's not bad early in the game to plant some seeds over there for that defensive coordinator.
Ted, Illinois State, they do a really good job in their deep zone coverage of staying on top of those routes. That's something that you and I both noticed as we studied them this week.
All right, 3rd down and 8. Sooners trying to avoid going 3 and out for the 2nd straight possession. Kanik trips to the left side of the formation here. Got to get it to the 47 for a 1st down. Mateer's got it. 4-man rush. Has a pocket. Zips one across the middle. That's caught by Kanik. And then he fumbles the football, and Illinois State recovers it. Kanik had the 1st down into Redbird territory, and around the 45 he took a hit, coughed it up, and Illinois State jumped on it.
Tough
Early on the
play.
field is a catch. Fumble recovered by the defense. Illinois State ball, 1st down.
That was a great throw by Mateer. Rips it right into a window for Kanik, and he takes one hit there on his left side. He's fighting off a low tackler, and the safety comes in from the top, and helmet on the football. Those are tough.
It was Ty Niekamp that recovered it. And the Redbirds will start at their own 40. No score, 9 minutes exactly to go first quarter. Man in motion left to right for the Redbirds. Rittenhouse rolling right. Turns it up himself. 45, midfield 50. Watch out into Sooner territory, and he dives forward inside the Sooner 40-yard line. Big run there by the quarterback, Tommy Rittenhouse, to the OU 37.
And we've talked about this with Rittenhouse. Not a big guy, but he's got some wheels now. He can chew up some yardage on you really quickly in either the called run game like that one there, or drop back pass and you leave a lane open.
That's a 23-yard run. They've had a 24 and a 23-yard run in the first 2 possessions. So the first snap for Illinois State in Sooner territory tonight. Man in motion right to left is Dylan Lord. Looked like early movement, and indeed whistles blow here. Everybody was moving except the center. And Jack McGarry had the delayed snap.
Before the snap, false start, number 5, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
At least he didn't go with the false start to everyone but the center. That's a terrible feeling.
Victor Lawson, the running back, called for the false start, but he was one of several. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the OU 42. That's the 2nd penalty on Illinois State. And McGarry is running off the field. The center replaced by Jellison. Jellison's the one that messed up that last snap.
And there was some conversation there with the official about being able to come back in or not. I don't know exactly what the call was.
8:05 to go first quarter, nearing the midway point, still scoreless. 1st down and 15. Rittenhouse, handoff up the middle, big hit. Kobe McKenzie there. It was Victor Dawson that got smacked. No gain.
A really good twist game on the outside as well for our Mason Thomas. Got a piece of that too, but this is what you love about Kobe McKenzie. Square, thick, come downhill, and put a really good physical tackle on that running back.
Grayson Holt in on that stop as well, so 2nd and 15 from the 42.
screen, QB run game, move the pocket here.
Still Dawson a running back instead of Winkers right. Tight end Javon Charles moves from left side to right side. Rittenhouse has it, wants to throw. Dumps it under the screen. One-handed catch behind the line of scrimmage. Shouldn't have. He was wrapped up by Gentry Williams and thrown down. It was a great catch by Daniel Sopkowitz, but it would have saved him some yardage if he just let it go by. Instead, it's a 5-yard loss.
Well, that's a throwback from Gentry Williams, isn't it? That's what he was so good at early in his career. It's good to see him back and healthy and making those plays again.
Make it 3rd and 20. So after the long Rittenhouse run to the OU 37, they've gone backwards 10 yards. David Stone in on this 3rd and long.
Probably going to try and check it down or something and get in field goal range.
Rittenhouse looks left, throws to the far sideline, caught, hit immediately at the 41. Maylander the catch, Guillory the tackle, the freshman at the 41, and this would be a very long field goal try. It is 4th and 14.
Looks like the punt team ready to jog on. O-line's checking out.
Yeah, it would be a 58, 59-yarder from here. So here comes the punter.
And I don't know what the wind's doing, T-Row. That opening kickoff, Ott misjudged it, and it landed on, about the 3-yard line, and he had time to get under it. I don't know what happened there, so may have a little bit of wind down there.
You feel anything at field level, Chris?
Confusion. It's like it's at our back, and then it's in our face.
There's the punt, trying to pooch it. Satania gets out of the way. Watch out, Cortland Guillory. It bounces at the 2 and comes back upfield to the 6 before the Redbirds down it.
A little bit of confusion. There's Reggie Powers. I believe that was him anyways. 13 come jogging on the field right before the kick.
And we've got a timeout. Sooner football brought to you by One Oklahoma, powered by Sooner Sports Properties. Fan-fueled, athlete-focused. Get your OU debit or credit card today exclusively from MidFirst Bank, a premier partner of OU Athletics. True to you, member FDIC. And Sooner football is brought to you by OG&E. We energize life. 5:43 to go first quarter, no score. Oklahoma starts their 3rd possession from their own 6-yard line. Luke Baklinko, the Stanford transfer, into the game at left tackle, replacing Jacob Sexton here.
Yeah, Jacob Sexton is in the injury tent, guys. We'll try to get some information on that for you and let you know what we find out.
Only 30 yards of total offense so far for the Sooners. Mateer standing on the 1-yard line for this first snap of this drive. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks right, lobs one down the sidelines for Burks, who reaches for it, pulls in a one-handed catch. Did he get a foot in? He did! Out at the 29-yard line, it is a catch. Wow!
Hopefully that one stands up. They're going to try and snap it quick, but great touch on that ball down the sideline by Mateer as well. Make
it the 34-yard line. That's a 28-yard pickup. Quick snap, quick throw out to Keontez Lewis. He's out of bounds, and he's thrown into the bench. Driven out at the 48. I don't see a flag, but it's a gain of 14 more.
Jacob Sexton, guys, they were looking at his left knee. He's got a brace on that left knee. Jeffrey Lau, Doc McGinnis kind of watched him. He went through a couple of mock pass pro sets. Looked like he was feeling pretty good, but instead, as Gabe told you, he's down in the injury tent right now.
First down's brought to you by Paycom. Score big with their command-driven AI engine. I want your shortcut to smart work. Snap. Keeper Mateer runs left to the 50. Wrapped up from behind at the Illinois State 48. So he takes it across midfield, picks up 4 on the ground. Called quarterback run there.
Yeah, first one we've seen, and once you got the defense on their heels a little bit, hitting them with a couple of nice pass plays, show them something new with the quarterback run game.
Oklahoma has taken it in 3 plays from their own 6 to the Illinois State 48. Mateer in the shotgun with Barnes on his right hip, going to throw again. They bring pressure. Sooners pick it up. Mateer rolls right, stops, comes back left, now runs right again. Cuts it up to the 45 and dives forward to the 42. How about that run? First down.
Pretty nifty back there, making a couple of guys miss. Pulls it down. That last cut was really nice. I didn't anticipate that one.
That was a 6-yard run, but it looked like he was on the slalom course in the Olympics. Shotgun or pistol formation. Now Barnes moves to the right of Mateer. Might be trying to catch his breath a bit. Handoff Barnes running left. Cuts it back up to the 40. Back darts right to the 35. Best run so far for Javante Barnes. He got 6.
I like it. Stretch the defense out to the left. Little hand sweep type of play. Puts a toe in the ground, cuts it back against the grain, and finds a little void there in the defense. Gets some good positive yards.
Here comes number 6, Teddy. Torrey Blaylock, the freshman running back from Humble, Texas, in for the first time, joining Javante Barnes in a twin back set.
Yeah, and this is a form they can get Blaylock the ball in a bunch of different ways. Swing passes, swing screens.
2nd and 4 from the 35. Barnes goes wide. Mateer throws underneath the Blaylock, who's hit as he caught the football in traffic. He was able to back his way for a couple of yards to the 33.
Boy, every now and then something like this happens. A defensive lineman just happened to get lost and found himself in position to make that tackle, or else that one was going to spring for a big gain.
Sooners overload 4 to the left side of the formation. And now Mateer hits the pause button on 3rd and 2. Here comes Burks back to the right side. And Blaylock into the backfield. 3rd and 2 from the 33. Play clock at 10. Mateer claps his hands, takes the football. Handoff Blaylock right up the middle. Has the first down across the 30 to the 29. Needed 2, got 4. Move the chains.
I like that they're going with the different personnel package here. 2 backs back there. Changes the vision for the linebackers. The gaps can change depending on where the off back inserts and the away from the ball carrier. You can do a bunch of stuff out of that. And I think that's one of the better play action formations that you can present.
Will Huggins in for the first time, senior tight end, Pittsburgh State transfer. So 2 tight ends here. Kanik in the game as well. Satania in motion from the 29-yard line in Redbird territory. We're under 2 minutes to go first quarter. Mateer's got it. Quick throw, screen. Satania smacked. No gain. Looked like they were trying to set up an inside screen, and Jake Anderson read it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
We'll keep an eye on Jacob Sexton, guys. The tent is down on the sideline. Jacob Sexton has emerged. Gabe, doesn't look like he's racing back in there right now just yet.
No, doesn't have his helmet, and I hate to say it, but a pretty noticeable limp with the left leg.
Jacob Jordan in for the first time here in 2025. He's slot right on 2nd and 10 from the Illinois State 29. Mateer play action. Looks middle, throws middle. Got Jordan. 10, 5. He's down at the 2. He just catches passes. Jacob Jordan makes it 1st and goal.
Little play action there. Great protection. Mateer throws a missile right down the middle of the field.
Sooners go quick. It is a handoff to Barnes, and now flags fly, and they're going to stop this play and call a false start.
False start. Number 9, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So back them up 5. Sooners are in the Pizza Hut red zone. Let's finish this drive. The red zone sponsored by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of the Sooners. First penalty for Oklahoma. Backs it up to the 7 with 59 seconds to go first quarter. Again, this drive started on their own 6. John Mateer 5 for 5 for 71 yards passing on this possession. He's got Keontez Lewis split left, Deion Burks right, Barnes the back, double tight end. Mateer runs it himself, bounces left, tries the corner. He's to the 5. He's in! John Mateer, touchdown! Sooners! A 7-yard touchdown run, and Mateer is into the end zone for the first time in Crimson and Cream.
I like it. Little quarterback power play, ends up outside. You get a good block, lead block by Javante Barnes there to kind of spring it around the corner. And the speed of Mateer able to outrun the defense to the pylon. Nicely done.
Keontez Lewis, a key block on the perimeter as well. New kicker Tate Sandell on for the extra point try. The junior UTSA transfer, snap down. Kick is away, and it's good. Ben Anderson, deep snapper again this year. Jacob Ulrich, the holder. Tate Sandell, 1 for 1 on extra points. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. 39 seconds to go first quarter. 7-0 OU in front. We'll take a timeout.
Some really nice stuff on that drive. Let's hope we see a lot more of that the rest of the night, boys.
And it's a little different world, too, down on the sidelines, guys. Gabe mentioned it before kickoff. The juice has not slowed down at all for Ben Arbuckle.
Make your OU Texas weekend legendary with a stay at the Hilton Anatole, your Dallas home base for game day. Lazy rivers, fitness, and fine dining every season, every game. Book your stay today at Hilton.com. Tate Sandell sent to kick it off. 39 seconds to go first quarter. 7-0 OU. Sandell, the lefty, booms one toward the north end zone. Fair catch called for and taken a yard deep. And the Redbirds will start on their own 25. Well, third possession for Illinois State, Teddy. They have picked up a first down in each of the first two. We'll see what the Sooner defense has in store here.
Yeah, they've made it tough going. They've hit on a couple of that first third down run that got out of the gate, and then the quarterback run out on the perimeter. Outside of that, we've been really good. So hopefully we continue to tighten the vise on them.
Tommy Rittenhouse 3 for 5 passing for 4 yards so far. Robert Spears Jennings and Sammy Omasigo in for the first time. Handoff, rolling right. Rittenhouse throws underneath the tight end, pushed out of bounds at the 30 by Kendall Daniels. That's Scotty Presson, the tight end, on the catch. It's a 5-yard gain.
Not a bad job there. We're a little late on the boot action. We get outflanked a little bit. That's how they're able to complete that pass and turn it up for a 5-yard gain. Just got to get our eyes a little bit better, be a little bit quicker on our reads there at backer.
That'll be the last snap of the quarter. Still 14 seconds on the clock, but the Redbirds don't have to snap it, and they have already started walking to their sidelines. So a low-scoring first quarter, and the Sooners lead at 7-0 after 15 minutes of football. We'll be joined by the Hall of Famer, the winningest coach in OU football history, Bob Stoops. When we come back, tonight's broadcast brought to you by Mercy. No one's a fan of waiting to see a doctor. Mercy has doctors in your area with timely primary care appointments. Browse, but possession almost split right down the middle. Illinois State has it 2nd and 5 from their own 30 when the second quarter gets underway. Redbirds now going right to left, south to north. Tommy Rittenhouse, their quarterback, 4 of 6 passing for 9 yards. They got a 2-back set. Now one of them, the tight end, moves forward. 3 wideouts. Rittenhouse in the gun from his own 30. He hands it off to Winkers right up the middle, has room to the 35, first down, and he crashes his way out to the 38.
Blitzing linebacker got cut off, Teddy.
Yeah, you got to get inside that block there, cut off, peeled out, and creates that void in the middle. Still like to see that interior defensive line a little bit stronger on that one, but reset the downs here. We need to start off better. That's 5-yard gain on that boot play on first down. Just gets you behind a little bit on defense, makes things a little more difficult.
Third first down for Illinois State. They've had 1 on each possession so far. From their own 38, 7-0 Sooners lead it. Rittenhouse claps his hands, fakes the handoff, back to pass, sprints right out of the pocket, wants to run 40, and he slides down short of the sideline. R. Mason Thomas went jumping over the top of him. He got about 4.
Well, we had a good rush there, but this is the thing we talked about with Rittenhouse. He's got some pretty explosive quickness, and if you leave any type of void there in your rush lanes, he can expose you in a hurry.
There's a lot of discussion on the field before the snap, too. So I don't know if somebody wasn't where they needed to be, or there's a lot of discussion.
Grayson Halton checks in for Jaden Jackson on the D-line on 2nd and 6. Rittenhouse with 2 wides left, back to pass, looks left, slings one quickly, it's dropped. Sobkowitz, their best receiver, it hit him in the hands and he couldn't hang on to it. It'll be 3rd down.
Yep, Cortland Guillory right there in pretty good position, was able to challenge for that. Would have been a catch tackle, but this is where the defensive line really needs to show up. 3rd and 7 here or about that, and we need to be able to generate some pressure and still be able to play coverage on the back end.
Few raindrops, guys, down on the field.
Redbirds 1 for 3 on 3rd down. Sooners showing pressure. Snap. They bring pressure, got rid of it quickly, and a sliding catch by Sobkowitz, and a flag is down. He's shy of the first down, but this is going to be pass interference on Cortland Guillory.
It must have been a little tug on the jersey coming out of the break or something, because as the ball arrived, I thought he was in good position.
It was only a 4-yard gain on the pass. They needed 6 yards. But the penalty will give them a first down at their own 45.
I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's
A little bit of awareness helps too, in that you can let them catch it and tackle them, and they're probably punting the ball.
Dawson in at running back for the Redbirds. They hand it to him. Bounces left, sawed in half at the 47-yard line by Kip Lewis. Came in and laid a lick on him after a gain of 1.
Really nice job. Kip is bumped out of the box there. He's over the number 2 receiver, and he sees those offensive linemen block and run, and he comes and knifes in there into the B gap, making a really good play.
2nd and 9, 2 minutes gone by second quarter. Sooners lead 7-0. Illinois State from their own 46. Tight end left. Rittenhouse fakes the clap. Now he does. Kobe McKenzie on the blitz, runs over the running back. Rittenhouse scrambling for his life, throws it up. The tight end caught it as it floated in the air, but he was out of bounds.
Boy, I thought first the tight end was just trying to get close for a no intentional grounding call, but he actually made a play on the ball. But how about that pass rush? Good blitz up the middle. I don't know if that Kobe ran over the running back, and then we got a good speed rush on the backside.
David Stone.
Really good stuff.
Hit Rittenhouse as he threw it. 3rd and 9.
Teddy liked that blitz. Both inside linebackers right up the middle.
Dial it up.
And officially raining down on the field, guys.
The running back, Victor Dawson, will be a little more tentative next time he steps up in the hole.
Boy, David Stone looked like he had some speed on that coming from the back end at 300 pounds.
Taylor Winan to rush the passer here on 3rd and 9. Feels like a turnover is due. Man in motion, left to right. Rittenhouse. Pressure comes. He throws across the middle. Incomplete. Looking for Sobkowitz again. Good Guillory right there.
Nice coverage.
No flag.
Really good. Didn't interfere this time on the slant route. Was in perfect position. I think he learned, just like you were talking about, Coach, a little awareness, be in position for a catch tackle, and it would have been 4th down, but he's able to get a hand in there and make a play on the ball.
Had another linebacker safety blitz.
Heat him up.
So for the 3rd consecutive possession, barring a fake, the Redbirds are going to punt it. Satania stands on his own 10. 12:40 to go second quarter.
I thought the Redbird looked like a Cardinal to me.
It looks like the Arizona Cardinals out there, doesn't it? Short punt. Satania lets it bounce at the 17, then fields it at the 9. Runs right, makes a move, bounces it outside. 15, 20, and slides forward to around the 22, 23-yard line.
Nice return. Anytime you could pick up a first down, right? Run for 10 or more yards. That's a heck of a return.
That's a couple.
Bob Moore Ford is proud to honor service members through the Patriot of the Game. To nominate a Patriot, visit bobmooreford.com/hero. Today we recognize U.S. Army Captain Daewon Kim. Thanks to Bob Moore Ford. 12:27 to go second quarter. 7-0 Sooners. It is raining hard right now. We'll get you an update with Chris in just a second. Oklahoma set to start this drive, though, on their own 23-yard line. Ryan Foje, the true freshman, in at right guard for OU for the first time. Number 70 if you're in the stadium with us. Mateer in the shotgun. Going to be dealing with a wet football now. Hands it off over the left side. Blaylock carries a tackler to the 25 for a gain of 2. Chris, down to you.
I mean, it's a downpour right now, but here's the good news. Stay dry in the stands, but there's no electricity, at least that the OU crew down here on the field is worried about.
2nd down and 8.
Ooh,
and a shot to Kanak across midfield. Breaks the tackle at the 40, at the 30, and he's finally brought down. Jaron Kanak in the open field.
He's running that seam route right down the hash. Mateer rips it. Another nice, accurate pass on time. Kanak pulls it in, able to shuck a tackler and finish the run strong.
46-yard pickup. Mateer slings one far side, and it's low. skipped it out to Keontez Lewis, incomplete.
And Tira, I just want to follow up on that real quick as far as the electricity or lightning. This is just rain. There doesn't seem to be a thunderstorm or anything that could cause any delay for at least while this rain continues.
Oh, it's a nice steady rain right now. 2nd down and 10 from the Illinois State 27 after the big play to Kanak. Blaylock in at running back. Trips left, one right. Burks alone to the right side. Mateer gonna pass. Looks across the middle, slings it. Deion's got it to the 10. He's into the end zone. Deion Burks, Pater. Touchdown, Sooners.
Another really quick, accurate pass by Mateer. I think he's just got that one completion where he skipped it out there a couple of plays ago. He's been incredibly accurate, getting the ball out fast, and you see these different seam routes and spear routes attacking the defense from a bunch of different angles, and I love that the ball's coming out quick and on a rope.
27 yards to Deion Burks. Rob's Ranch, is that right? Every touchdown he scores this year, making a donation there again. Here's the extra point try by Sandell, and it is good. Deion Burks has 4 touchdowns in a Sooner uniform. All 4 of them have been in the first half of season openers. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. 11:34 to go till halftime. Raining in Norman. Sooners offense has come alive. They lead at 4 on 10 seconds for station ID. This is Sooner football. Clearfield.
On the field with Gabe Ikard, I'm Chris Plank. 11:34 to go in the first half. Sooners lead at 14-zip. Guys, the rain has subsided for now, but we'll talk about the ball drying techniques and some different things on the sidelines after the kickoff.
Kickoff from Sandell is short. Comes down at the 6-yard line to Lawson. He veers left to the 15. Hit hard at the 18. Ball's out. Picked up by Reggie Powers, but they've blown the play dead. Well, we'll look at this again. Kip Lewis with the crushing tackle.
Rule on the field is the runner was down before the ball came loose. First down.
It was picked up by Reggie Powers, who returned it for a touchdown, but the whistle had blown. There's no way this will be a score.
Just where the ball was recovered, right? It's the best you can do.
If they give it to Oklahoma, so far there's no indication that they're going to look at it again. Here's our first look at it.
Yeah, it's not a fumble, but that doesn't change the fact that it was an awesome play by Kip. Bam. Ooh.
Kip has picked up right where he left off last year. He's flying around. He looks good out there.
Someone said a little earlier, Toby, I feel like the feeling out process is pretty much over for the Oklahoma Sooners defensively.
18-yard line is where Illinois State sets up camp. Going right to left, Rittenhouse. Handoff right up the middle. Makes a good move at the 20 to the 25. He's a big back. And Robert Spears Jennings comes up from his safety spot to finally bring him down out of the 27. But it's a 9-yard run.
Nice saving tackle. That's what the safety's supposed to do. Come and clean things up just to get a drag down tackle. Kip, you know, right after the big play on the kickoff, he's got the running back square in the hole right there and just kind of lunges a little bit, and a good move by the back left him a little bit short there, turned it into a nice run.
2nd down and 1 at the 27. Pistol formation. Rittenhouse hands to right again. He's got the first down out to the 30. Sandwich down at the 32. Back-to-back Winkers right runs. Nets 14 yards.
Boy, we had another nice little run stunt by the interior defensive line to penetrate on one guy, and then Jaden Jackson folds over the top and just stopped his feet a little bit there on the small back, and he was close to making another good tackle right at the line of scrimmage. The way they work those interior defensive linemen in the run game is really nice.
Dominic Williams in, Marcus Strong out, trips left, 5 wide now for the Redbirds. Rittenhouse alone in the backfield, 5 to snap it from his own 32. He's got it. Sooners bring 3. Quick throw out to the right side. Sliding catch made by Dylan Lord. Short gain. Give him 3 to the 35.
Just trying to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really quickly. Almost everything that they've done has either been a little half roll, roll out, or quick game. They're not going to mess around and have Rittenhouse standing in the pocket for an extended period of time.
Dawson in at running back. David Stone checks back in on that defensive line. 9:35 to go till halftime. 14-0 Sooners. Davon Jordan in the game at a cornerback position.
Back in that QB called run territory right here on second.
2nd and 7. It's a handoff to Dawson. Met in the backfield, wrapped up. Drop for a loss. Kobe McKenzie first to him. Kip Lewis there as well to finish him off.
Really good job up front, defensive line, maintaining those blocks. And you can tell they're doing a good job when you see the linebackers making a bunch of run-through tackles there behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 7.
Looks like we're back defensively in that 3-down look with Owen Heineke, Kendall Daniels at the inside backer spot, and 6 defensive backs on the field.
2 wide receivers to each side. Now a man in motion, left to right. That's Lord. Back to pass. Dumps it underneath. Caught and dropped immediately. Kendall Daniels all over it. And now the ball pops out. That'll be incomplete. Pass to the back. Dawson. He wears number 5. So does Kendall Daniels. And the Redbirds will kick it away.
You can see the closing speed from the interior by Kendall Daniels right here. At 6'5", 240-plus pounds, there's not a lot of guys that run like that. Really nice job IDing that back coming out of the backfield.
Isaiah Satania has had a pair of nice returns already. Let's see what he does here. Just inside the 20-yard line is where he stands. Awaiting the punt from Hayden Futch. Snap back, there's the boot. The righty, a line drive. No fair catch. Satania at the 15. Runs right. 20. He's got room. 25 to the 30. 35. Here come flags. 45, 50 into Illinois State territory. 35 to the 30. Caught from behind at the 20, but this is coming back.
That's frustrating. I don't know. That may have been on Okoye, but it was a block in the back, and you didn't need it. I think he was going to make the edge no matter what, and that one's coming back.
Yeah, Ted.
I can confirm, by the way, it's Okoye for you guys. Just
by the coaching staff's reaction
ding,
down
ding.
here. Yeah,
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 16 receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul, first down.
Hey, it was frustrating because the guy's he's playing with great effort, but like Ted mentioned, unnecessary.
Oklahoma's got a good-looking punt returner, boys. I know that one's coming back, but Isaiah Satania looks good.
Time of the day, maybe the whole weekend. Unreal.
That's one I got wrong.
How about Tommy Castellanos is going to have himself a night in Tallahassee, boys.
Gabe, that's one post-game press conference we could sit in.
Yes.
Wouldn't mind that.
Sign me up.
From the 19, left to right. John Mateer in the shotgun, trips left. The back is Barnes. It's a handoff to Javante. Met in the backfield. Breaks 1 tackle, got it to the 20, and that's it. A gain of 1. We have not seen Jaden Ott at all tonight so far.
He's down here, guys. He's in the huddle during every timeout. It's just with the issue he had with that shoulder throughout training camp, I think it's just an abundance of caution.
2nd down and 9. Mateer sends Barnes out to the right. Now he throws to the left, caught in the slot. That's Satania. Has the first down 30. What a move. He scoots his way out to the 35. Boy, he is quick. Give him the 36. 16 yards for Isaiah Satania.
Really nice catch and then quick move, knife upfield, but just to circle back, I love how quick and accurate Mateer gets the ball out of his hands.
Sooners go quickly from the 36. Mateer again slings it out far sideline. Caught for a short gain by Deion Burks to the 40. That's a pickup of 4. Excuse me, that's Keontez Lewis. 9, not 4 with the catch. 2nd and 6.
Keontez Lewis rocking the black cleats, guys. Beautiful.
Lewis, Burks, and Satania all wide right here on 2nd and 6. Tight end Will Huggins moves left side of the formation. We've got 6:58 to go second quarter. Mateer to throw again. They bring a blitz, picked up by Barnes. Mateer throws short, caught by Burks to the 40, skips by a guy, and he's out of bounds at the 44. He got 4.
I like it. Mateer wanted to go deep, little hitch there, faked it deep, and then ripped it out to the sideline. Again, going through the reads, making the right play, pushing the ball up the field, giving yourself a chance on the next snap.
3rd and 2. Sooners 2 for 4 on 3rd downs. Handoff Barnes across the 45.
Horrible spot.
To the 46. They're going to say he's a half yard shy, though, it looks like. And it'll be 4th down and half a yard from the 45.5-yard line.
Gotta go.
Sooners offense stays on the field. Jaron Kanak checks in.
You may see a little under center, Kanak in the I formation right here, short yardage.
Here's the first 4th down try of the 2025 campaign. Pistol formation, Barnes the back. Mateer, snap. Handoff, Barnes up the middle, crashes into the line of scrimmage. He's got enough, I think, for the first down, but barely. They say move the chains. Needed half a yard, got 3/4 of a yard.
Really nice block by Kanak on the perimeter. Barnes just, I think it was Huggins, Gabe, that got beat on the inside there.
Penetration and had to run through that trash. That was closer than I wanted it to be. It's probably the best way to describe it.
Well, the run game hasn't been great so far.
They're down multiple starters on the offensive line. It just, I think this group, this interior group, it's important to keep a close eye on these three.
1st and 10 from the 46. Mateer handoff, Blaylock bounces it back left to the 50. Runs over a Redbird at the 45-yard line in their territory. A punishing run of 9 by Torrey Blaylock.
And that's been the most surprising part about his game to me. I thought he was going to be a shifty finesse guy, but he loves to lower the pads and run behind him. And nice, you see the speed whenever he's able to bounce it. He can turn the corner on pretty much anyone.
John Mateer. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Gabe.
I was just saying that's just instincts, too. That's a gap scheme run that's supposed to hit to the right side, and he just sees it and hits it all the way back left.
2nd and 1. Could take a shot here. Mateer. Handoff, jet sweep, Burks cuts it up, 1st down, outside to the 40, skips out of a tackle, 35, met at the 31 and ushered out there. 14 yards for Dion.
Good job, and another good job down the field by Keontez Lewis, stock blocking a guy. If he could have got a little bit more on him, Burks probably could have cut that inside and taken it to the house.
John Mateer, 10 of 12 passing, 174 yards and a touchdown so far. Also has a touchdown run. We're down to 4:10 to go till halftime. Sooners lead at 14-0. Jermichael Carter in for the first time. McNeese State transfer wideout, 6'2". He's number 84. Satania goes wide left from the 31. Mateer rolls left, comes back right, looking to throw, surrounded and sacked. Back at the 35, that looked like a slow developing play, and before he could pull the trigger, he had heat on it.
He wanted, is that Jermichael Carter down here near side? There was a lot of signaling going on between those two before the snap. I think Mateer was trying to pull the safety over to his left and then come back and hit Jermichael Carter on a post route over the middle, and he just couldn't get back over there because of the pressure.
Gabe, cover your ears. OU allowed 50 sacks last year. That was 130th in the nation. That's their first this year. Mateer throws back across the middle, off the fingertips of Jermichael Carter, down around the 20-yard line, and incomplete.
You better whip that head around with Mateer at quarterback. He's getting that ball out quick, and it's on a line. That's if we are able to get out there to the top of that route and turn around, that's an easy catch and a 1st down.
3rd down and 14 from the 35. We are in long Tate Sandell field goal range if they don't move it from here. Trips left, 1 right. Carrion in the game, along with Carter and Huggins. Mateer throws short, caught by Blaylock. 35, 30, darts it up, 25. 1st down to the 20, and he barrels his way into the red zone. Torrey Blaylock.
I like it. Mateer knows he's got a big blitz coming where he's got to account for the free rusher, and he just spins it right around that guy and able to get an explosive play out of it. Nice job.
Sooners in the Pizza Hut red zone. Let's finish this drive. The red zone sponsored by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of the Sooners. From the 19 with 2:41 to go in the half. Mateer surveys the defense. Sends Huggins in motion, and a flag flies. Somebody moved.
Before the snap, false start, number 71 and 78, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Got Logan Howland rocked back in the stance a little bit there.
Sooners' 3rd penalty backs it to the 24-yard line. 14-0 Oklahoma. 2.5 to go till the break. Satania and Burks split right, joined by Huggins in a trip set. Lewis split left. Blaylock remains in the game at running back. Huggins in motion, handoff Blaylock. Patiently waits for a hole, and then finally just carries it forward to the 21 for a gain of 3.
It's kind of a weird play there.
Ball came early. It looked
like Mateer wasn't ready for that one to be snapped for whatever reason.
2nd and 12, and that'll be the 2-minute warning as the clock hits 2. 2-minute warning.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Brought to you by Dos Equis, official import beer of OU Athletics. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Sooners lead.
Blast with these guys.
Now the ball's on the 21-yard line. This has been Oklahoma's longest possession in terms of plays of the half. They started on their own 19. They've taken it to the Redbird 21. 2nd down and 12. 14-0 Oklahoma. 244 yards of offense so far for John Mateer and the boys, and they go 5 wide. Jaron Kanak now joins a pack of 3 on the right side of the formation. Ball on the left hash. Mateer's got the football. They rush 4. Has time. Throws across the middle. Caught by Kanak. 15. He's to the 10. Close to a first down. They're going to spot it at the 9, and it will be 1st and goal.
Well, I think Kanak looks pretty good. I know he had that fumble early, but, you got to get used to that physical play, carrying the football, and I think he's poised to have a pretty nice year contributing on this offense. He looks good running routes and after the catch.
That is his 4th catch. 1st and goal from the 9. 90 seconds to go. Blaylock in at running back, and they hand him the football. Up the middle he goes. He's to the 5-yard line. Stood up there. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Another nice run by Blaylock. It's pretty jammed up there in the middle. He just has a quick little shake and then pours it downhill, able to run through a couple of guys and turn that into a bigger gain than it otherwise would have been. He's running physical, man.
Here comes the 12th play of this drive as we near the 1-minute mark. From the 5, Blaylock on the left hip of Mateer. Double tight ends right, Huggins and Kanak. Handoff Blaylock, runs right, cuts it back up the middle to the 2, to the 1. Parting of the sea into the end zone, touchdown. The kid, Torrey Blaylock. He wears number 6, and he gives them 6.
Well, just like you said earlier, Gabe, on that run, he took out the backside. This is another one that's supposed to hit a little more off tackle, and he fills a little void and cuts it back inside. And again, great pad level, good leg churn, and fights through the traffic for an easy touchdown.
It's becoming clear he just has some really natural instincts at the position. Looks fantastic, guys.
Sandell's extra point is good. 51 seconds to go in the half. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. 21-0 Sooners. Chris Plank, down to you on the sidelines.
We've been keeping an eye on the different offensive line alignments, you saw Ryan Foje in for a couple of series. Gabe, what's kind of been your takeaway and what you've seen from this O-line so far here in this first half?
Yeah, I think they've really settled in. I've been a fan of getting to look at this most recent 5-guy lineup with Foje at right guard and Fabechi bumped over to left guard. When a guy flips sides like that, you worry about how the technique's going to look. And I think Fabechi looks very comfortable at left guard. So with some of the injury issues that we're seeing with him have at tackle right now, it's good to see the interior playing at a high level. I think Troy Everett's done a really nice job of being demonstrative with his communication there at the line of scrimmage. Haven't seen any big busts or anything like that. So it took him a little bit to settle in, but we're starting to see some better execution in the run game. And then other than the Mateer sack on the, what I call move the pocket play action, like the pass protection's been really, really good. Mateer's been clean all night.
Here's the kickoff. Lawson deep to receive. Sandell's boot is toward him. He'll call for a fair catch. And they'll start at the 25. Fowler drive summary, 14 plays, 81 yards in just under 7 minutes, 6:58 to be exact. A touchdown, a 5-yard run by Torrey Blaylock. Fowler Automotive Group, being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us. John Mateer now 15 of 18 passing for 227 yards and a touchdown.
2-minute drill here. Let's see what the defense does. If they play coverage, try to keep it all in front of them and run the timeout, or if we're going to get aggressive here with 3 timeouts and see if we can either cause a turnover or get offense the ball back.
Lawson over the right side dives toward the 30-yard line for a 5-yard gain. I don't think Brock Spack is going to be too awfully aggressive here. And it doesn't look like Brent Venables is going to use his timeouts either. 30 seconds to go. If they want to, they only have to snap it one more time. Pistol formation. Tommy Rittenhouse, the quarterback, has the football. Hands to Lawson, met by David Stone. He spins out of that tackle and is able to get a yard or 2 out of it. Stone almost got there before the football.
That was a nice move, just backside on this block and clubs the center by or the guard. Whoever's blocking him, shucks him right to the ground and stops all of the forward progress of that back. That's a nice play by David Stone.
That'll take us to halftime. Sooners hold them to just 95 total yards in the first half, and Oklahoma takes a 21-0 lead into the locker room. Coca-Cola halftime show is next. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Mercy. This is Sooner football from Learfield. Passing for 12 yards. Winkers right, their leading ball carrier, 6 totes for 48. First half stats brought to you by Taco Mayo. Tap the app and save up to 25% today. Time now for Teddy's second half keys, brought to us by Home Creations. Ted?
Well, I want to see him get back to that run game. It looked way different, and the entire offense looked different once Blaylock came in there and they started to get some action in the run game. If we can do that, force Illinois State to commit a little bit more to the box, that's what I think we can air it out, maybe catch them in maybe a blitz or some tight coverage and start to push the ball down the field a little bit more. Other than that, no more turnovers. I know we had the one where Kanak took the helmet on the ball, but clean that up. Defensively, keep the pressure on. Force everything underneath, rally and tackle. Force them into 3rd and long where we can pin our ears back, and I think we'll be just fine.
Keys to the second half brought to you by Home Creations, built for champions. This has been the Oklahoma Sooner Halftime Show, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Enjoy the refreshing taste of Coke Zero Sugar, and we check in down on the sidelines with Chris Plank.
Obviously, new season, new offensive coordinator, keeping an eye on Ben Arbuckle. Toby, a little calmer, a little cooler coming out of the halftime locker room. Adjustments have been made. Of course, Sooners will start out defensively here in the second half. And I just can't even begin to tell you enough how unique and how refreshing it is to see Mateer's approach on the sideline. Very focused, very uplifting, constant communication between one of the grad assistants is down here on the sidelines with him. So it is really good communication-wise and leadership-wise with what we're seeing down here, too, guys, from John Mateer between the offensive and defensive series.
Illinois State to get the ball first to start the second half. They'll go left to right in front of us, north to south. Tate Sandell to kick it away. 21-0 Oklahoma in front. Sun is out. Probably briefly. Still a very cloudy late evening. There's the kickoff. High end over end. And a fair catch called for at the 2 by Matt Lawson. Redbirds will start on the 25. Do they dare try to get a little more aggressive down 3 touchdowns here in the second half? So far, only 12 passing yards for Illinois State.
Still looks like Guillory and Gentry Williams at corner. Have we seen anyone else at corner so far, Toby?
Davon Jordan played a little bit.
Okay.
Jeremiah Newcomb's been on some 3rd downs as a nickel, I think.
That 6 DB package, he and Peyton Bowen playing the nickel and the dime.
Eli Bowen's obviously not playing down here, not in uniform, or not in pads. Kendall Dolby's down here in his jersey, not in pads. And we haven't seen Jacoby Johnson tonight either, but he's in pads down here, Toby.
From the 25, Rittenhouse. Handoff Dawson. Nope, it's a keeper. And he throws right side, and it's caught. Good fake on the handoff. The throw goes to Eddie the Ghost Casper, who takes it out to the 35 for a gain of 10 and a first down.
Another boot, and we're outflanked there, and I don't know if that's the cheetah, Kendall Daniels, that needs to get out in the flat, or we had a miscommunication as a corner playing too deep, but they go right around us there on the first play.
Michigan just underway with New Mexico, by the way, in Ann Arbor, 7-0 Wolverines on their opening possession. They will be here a week from tonight. In fact, we'll be kicking off right about now. 7 days from right now. In motion goes Casper, left to right, snap to Rittenhouse on first down. Handoff up the middle. Dawson has room, 45-yard line, and a potentially touchdown-saving tackle by Peyton Bowen out at the 48.
That's a really nice play there. We just get hemmed up there. Kip Lewis is blocked by the tackle. He needs to get inside that block. We're cut off. We leave a gaping hole there in the B gap, and they're able to pick up another easy first down. And this is a great tackle by the safety. You got to know when to make a drag them down tackle to save a touchdown, or when you got a kill shot on someone. That was a really nice job by Peyton Bowen.
13-yard run. First and 10 Illinois State from their own 48. First possession, second half. Rittenhouse, play action, back to pass, under pressure, just got rid of it. Taylor Wine was closing on him, and he chunked it into the Sooner bench.
BV down there asking
Quarterback
for
was outside the tackle box, threw the pass beyond the line of scrimmage. Therefore, there is no foul for intentional grounding. Second down.
Toby, he's wearing out the line,
tackle
Judge.
box, saying he disagrees with that.
He was 15 yards out onto the field. Contested.
Boy, that is questionable whether or not he got outside the tackle box. And the ball,
Rittenhouse is hurt.
it barely made it to the line of scrimmage.
Is that Rittenhouse? The quarterback was slow to get up, and now back in the huddle, he has taken a knee. And this is, boy, this would be a disaster for Illinois State.
No doubt.
We've got a timeout on the field as they tend to
throwing shoulder.
Tommy Rittenhouse, Illinois State's quarterback. 13:30 to go, third quarter. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Mercy. No one's a fan of waiting to see a doctor. Mercy has doctors in your area.
They had lost their star running backs in both of them, and he was hoping that they'd come, competed at a high level, executed at a high level, but that they would avoid any catastrophic injuries like that, and just hate seeing Rittenhouse go down. He's a fun guy to watch play.
Beckham Pellant is in at quarterback for Illinois State, and he's back to pass, throws quickly out to the right, caught by Sobkowitz at midfield. A gain of only 2. Pellant, a redshirt freshman who threw only 2 passes last year. He was 2 for 2 for 7 yards. So hasn't seen hardly any action.
That's another nice play by Gentry Williams right there. It's just a real short route, and Sobkowitz has to come back to the ball, and Gentry's right there on him. It's a catch tackle, almost a no gain.
3rd and 8 from midfield. First possession, second half. Oklahoma leads 21-0. Casper in motion, left to right. Pellant has the high snap. He hands it off, and Owen Heineke all over Victor Dawson. He rode him down for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, not getting too aggressive there with the backup quarterback. It's only his second snap, and it's 3rd and 8, dangerous situation for anyone, so they're just going to hand it off and see if they can maybe get it close to go for it on 4th down. But Owen Heineke, just kind of as a spy right there, sees it's a handoff and goes ahead and spikes that gap, comes in, makes a really nice tackle for loss.
Satania having a good night as a punt returner, stands back around his own 10-yard line. Sooners about to get the ball for the first time here in the second half. There's the boot. Line drive wobbly. Fair catch called for and taken at the 12. Nice. And John Mateer and the Sooners will start there with 12:04 to go here in the third quarter. The University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners: Dos Equis, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Shake's Frozen Custard, Gin and Juice, Pizza Hut, HTO, Coop Ale Works, Kona Ice, and Rock and Roll Tequila. And here comes the Oklahoma offense from their own 12. Sooner offense went punt, fumble their first 2 possessions, but touchdown, touchdown, touchdown their last 3 of the first half. Kanak at tight end. You've got Burke, Satania, and Lewis at wideouts. And the back is Blaylock. He's on the left hip of Mateer. Snap. It is a handoff to Blaylock. Running right. The freshman skips by one guy, loses his feet, but dives across the 15 to the 17 for a gain of 5.
Man, that was a nice run there. If he would have kept his feet, that would have been impressive. And I thought he was going to cut it back and follow Kanak, who got a really good block, seal block on the outside. I think he would have been able to run around that left end.
2nd and 5, handoff Blaylock, bounces it outside to the 20. First down, flags fly as he's out near the 27-yard line. Got a good chunk of about 10 yards, but let's see what the flags are about.
If that's a hold on Kanak, it's a horrible call.
Holding, number 12, offense. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
I don't know. It looked pretty bad to me, a bad call. He was blocking a guy. Guy tried to spin out, got on the edge of him. He let him go pretty quickly. Actually looks like maybe he did hold him a little bit there. Yeah.
It's kind of
Stupid slow motion replay.
Well, it's also just kind of bad luck, right? That run, not designed to bounce out that wide, you know what I mean?
2nd and 12, they move it back to the 10-yard line. Mateer looks right, throws it across the middle, caught by Burks, hit, breaks out one tackle, spins, still on his feet, but now he's surrounded at the 15. He got about 5 in the end.
Boy,
down.
I love little second window slant. You see the flat players trying to get out underneath that and get in the vision there, and Mateer throws it right behind him and hits him in that hole. Really nice throw.
Deion Burks comes up limping a tad. He's going to come out, and Zion Kearney is in. First time we've seen Kearney tonight. So it'll be 3rd down and 7. Sooners 2 for 5 on 3rd downs from their own 15. 10:45 to go 3rd quarter. 21-0 OU. They go 5 wide. Mateer steps up. He's under pressure. Now he's flushed to the left. Throws late and just got rid of it. Incomplete. Keontez Lewis, the nearest receiver. And just like they started the first half, the Sooners start the second half with a 3-and-out.
You know, they show like they're bringing all-out pressure and going to play zero in behind it, and they end up bailing out. And we give a free runner in there somewhere. Mateer has to scramble and try and find a way to get rid of that ball and push it downfield. Just got caught in a bad position, couldn't get anything on it.
Jacob Ulrich on his own 1-yard line, set to kick it away. Eddie Casper deep. There's the boot. Again, end over end. Up to take it. Casper at the 45 on the run. Bounced outside to the 50. Good tackle in the open field by Heineke.
Wow.
Like a jet. But Illinois State will start this possession in Sooner territory. Or right at midfield. 10:27 to go 3rd quarter here on. It'll be 1st and 10 Illinois State from midfield when play resumes. Gabe, what's been your assessment of the Oklahoma offensive line so far tonight?
With how many guys are out, I've been pleased with the pass protection for the most part. There's not been enough movement at the point of attack for me in the run game. I mean, you look at it, 18 carries for 70 yards. You're running it at 3.9 a clip. Your longest run of the game is Burks with 12 yards. So a little disappointing so far in the run game, if I'm being honest.
Redbirds from the 50. Pellant in at quarterback. He's going to throw. Does out to the left, and a diving attempt made by Lord, but he can't get there. It's incomplete.
Quick Deion Burks update, guys. He was a little bit gimpy coming towards the sidelines. Looks like it was just cramping. They got some electrolytes in him. He got a little massage.
He just consumed an alarming amount of Gatorade.
I also saw Michaela over there warming up, snapping the ball. Is that just a changeup?
He's done that a couple of times throughout the game, Ted. I think he's just staying ready in case his number gets called.
That's good advice for all of us. 2nd and 10 from the 50.
Don't have to get ready if you stay ready, T-Row.
That's right. Pellant changed something. Now he's back into the gun. He's going to hand it off to Winkers right up the middle. Hole closes quickly. He got one. It was Jaden Jackson leading a gaggle of crimson shirted tacklers.
That's another little natural D-line stun on the inside where he folds over the top into that open void. You know, brings a big body in there, and plus it helps the linebackers able to come up and make a physical play there. It's pretty dangerous when they do that.
Stone and Holton in to rush the passer from the defensive tackle position here on 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. PJ's out there as well. R. Mason Thomas. Pellant, straight drop, looks left, throws left, batted down by R. Mason. Well, it's a second half, so about time for R. Mason to inject himself into this contest.
Really good coverage out there as well. We're ready. Owen Heineke getting out there to his coverage in a nice spot, ready to make a play, make a tackle. And was that Jordan out there as well at corner?
Yep, Davon. So they get 2 yards after taking over at midfield, and the Redbirds will punt it back. 9:37 to go, 3rd quarter. Satania at the 10. Futch the kicker for Illinois State. And there's the boot. Wobbly, shallow, up Satania, lets it fly over his head, bounce sideways at the 9, down to the 5, and it rolls dead at the 4-yard line. Good punt. 48-yard kick, and we pause quickly. 10 seconds for our fine affiliates across Sooner Nation to identify themselves. This is Sooner football from Learfield. Groundworks is the preferred foundation repair company of the Sooners. Your home's foundation needs a solid defense, too. Fans, book your free inspection now at groundworks.com. Sooners will start at their own 4 with 9:24 to go in the 3rd, leading 21-zip. Mateer in the shotgun in the end zone with the freshman running back Blaylock to his left. Trips left, 1 right. Mateer claps his hands, takes the football. Handoff Blaylock up the middle, has a hole to the 5, to the 10. Hit hard at the 14, and he's down there. We got an injured Redbird.
Blaylock grabbed his shoulder.
Took a big shot,
man.
Rod. I think he's Stinger, yeah.
Yeah, he's flexing the hand. He's not acting like it came out or anything like that, Ted. He's acting like he can't feel it.
Of note, though, the injured Redbird is Ty Niekamp. They've already lost their quarterback tonight. Or at least he's out of the game right now, Tommy Rittenhouse. Niekamp, their best defensive player, their All-American linebacker, is flat on his back at the 2-yard line. And we will take a timeout.
The series.
New center into the game, Jake Michaela, the Stanford transfer. Sooners have it 1st and 10 at their own 14 after the injury timeout. Kanik in motion, handoff Barnes. Goes right. But the play gets stretched out, and he is dropped for a loss at the 13. 1-yard loss.
Yeah, tries to bounce it again there. Not a whole lot doing up on the inside, and he tries to bounce it to the outside, takes a loss there. Probably could have got a yard, maybe a yard and a half, 2 yards if he just – sometimes you got to know when there's not much there and bury the head and see if you can go charge through there.
Xavier Robinson into the game for the first time. The sophomore now from Carl Albert High School, who had the big game against Alabama here a year ago. 2nd and 11, Mateer to throw. Does. Right side, come back, intercepted. Intercepted. The pass was behind Deion Burks. And it was picked up by Shadwell Kuba. 2nd turnover of the night for the Oklahoma offense. And Illinois State has it in prime position here with 8:24 to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, this is... Burks needs to shut down and work. He's got to work away from the hook player, and he's working right to the guy. Mateer's trying to throw it to the open void there, and just a little miscommunication, not seeing the coverage very good by Burks, and unfortunate.
Ted, let me know if you disagree, but that's right where Mateer should put that football.
Totally agree. Yeah. The hook player's working that way. Burks needs to work away from that guy, and he was running. If he would have thrown, he's running him right to the hook player for an interception.
Jaden Hardy in at safety for the first time. Illinois State from the +22. It's a handoff to Dawson. He goes nowhere. Tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him 1 yard generously to the 21.
Tory Blaylock has emerged from the injury tent, and by the looks of it, they're going to take him straight back to the locker room for further evaluation. So we'll keep an eye on it, but Tory Blaylock on his way back, looking at that shoulder injury for the Sooners.
Well, that takes you typically out of stinger territory, so hopefully whatever they're looking at comes back negative. It's interesting how we're playing the zone read stuff. We were just going straight to the quarterback.
2nd and 9. Casper in motion. Pellet, the quarterback, back to pass. Looks right, now pulls it down. Now he's being chased and he's stopped. That'll be a sack. He did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Down at the 22, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Nice job by Omosigho. He's sifting the zone coverage there. They've got crossers, lets it play out, eyes on the quarterback. When he pulls it down, comes up and forces him to take a dive.
Redbirds just 1 of 7 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 10 here. They are in field goal range, so the shutout in jeopardy. 3 wide receivers set with a tight end right into the line. It's Presson. The back is Dawson. Pellet has, looks right. It's a screen pass. Dawson out of the backfield, turns it up inside the 20 and banged out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. I'm going to say around the 17-yard line. So a gain of 5 will be 4th down.
Gabe almost made that tackle.
I was ready. I was in an athletic position. Don't worry about me, guys.
And they're going to try a field goal here to get on the board. And the kicker will be Ian Wagner, who was 11 of 15 last year. This will be a 33-yard try from the right hash. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is away, and it is through and good. And the Redbirds are on the board. A 33-yard field goal for Ian Wagner after the turnover. And our new score with 6:26 to go 3rd quarter is Oklahoma 21 and Illinois State 3. Chris Plank, down to you.
Thanks a lot, Toby. Rowland, you know, Gabe, that was the one thing that Brent Venables told Toby whenever they were taping their pregame show, they're taping their preseason show, excuse me. We got to avoid turnovers. And it wasn't something that Coach had seen in practice or that he was overly concerned about. It's just a statement of how good they feel about this team, Gabe. They've got to avoid turnovers. And even with a 3-score lead, turn the ball over allows your opponent to get on the board and kind of mess that shutout up.
Yeah, unfortunate. You know, you don't really put that on the defense. Just a little bit of miscommunication. Wide receiver doesn't shut it down in the hole in the zone, probably right where he should. Quarterback thinks he's going to and throws it right to the defender. But to the defense's credit, you kind of minimize the damage, right? Holding them to a field goal. So you know, you can't put that on the defense. Those points are on the offense.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see Jay Knott as the running back.
And he's on the field. He's going to take this. Nope, it's going to be Bowen that takes the kickoff. He'll return it 10, 15, up the middle to the 20, and falls backwards down around the 23, 24-yard line. Jay Knott was out there. Let's see if he stays in the game to play running back.
Well, he's out there for the opening kickoff too, wasn't he?
I think he was. I think he was for the opening kickoff, but
yeah, he is. I'll just say, from being the body language doctor down here, he does not look like a guy that's expecting to play running back.
Yeah, and the only reason I even speculated it is because we saw DeMarco Murray working with him over here with his ball security quite a bit, and that's usually an indication that we might see in a bit. But for now, T-Row, it's Xavier Robinson.
Okay. Yeah, he hasn't been in the huddles in between series and things.
Good point.
Like typically you see when guys are looking to get in the game.
21-3. Sooners yet to tally here in the second half. They start at their own 23-yard line. It is Robinson at running back, and they'll hand him the football. Looks for a hole up the middle, and it's closed up quickly. Nothing there. 2nd and 10.
Like that from Jake Michael, though, Ted.
Yeah. I thought Barnes should have kept that one front side, or Robinson rather should have kept that front side. And I think he had a couple of, had a hat on a hat there at least, to where he could have made something work.
Xavier Robinson is a different looking back. Big boy, 240 pounds. Mateer rolling right. Still rolling. Now he'll run it himself. Swims by a guy, and he's driven down hard in the opposing sideline. Fortunately, he gets up. Took it out to the 29 for a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
He got thrown down and then belly flopped on top of him. That's the ones you worry about with the, the collarbone getting smashed when they're kind of angled down on their side and someone slams down on top of them.
3rd and 4. Tight end left is Huggins. Mateer with instructions for Robinson. Now back to pass. Mateer wide open. He's got Keontez Lewis for a 1st down out at the 37. Gain of 8.
Good pro there. Like to have seen a little more accurate throw there from Mateer, and I think Keontez Lewis can keep his feet, turn that upfield, and have a pretty sizable gain.
First
he
down.
Didn't have anyone around him. Sorry, T-Row.
Apologies. 1st down's brought to you by Paycom. They go quick. Mateer looking, dumps it down to Robinson out of the backfield to the 40. Met at the 42. Give him the 43. That's a 6-yard gain on 1st down.
Cramping going on, boys. A couple of these Illinois State guys, I saw 4 defenders around the football all start stretching their calves at the same time. It's been humid today in Norman.
It is Reese Edwards who is right now down on the field being stretched. And we got some more stretching going on the far sidelines over there. It was humid before the game. I don't know what it feels like down there.
It's amazing.
It's
right
amazing
now.
now.
Come hang
but
with us, Toby. Come on down, Ted.
It was sticky before the game. It was sticky early during the game, and I think these guys from Normal probably not used to this humidity.
No, and it gives us an opportunity, Gabe. Maybe we haven't talked about her and her staff enough. But Brooke Helms, the director of sports nutrition, she's in her 4th season at Oklahoma. Obviously, everyone under that watchful eye of Jerry Schmitty, who is always looking at the best ways for recovery and strength building. And Brooke's staff has done a great job of hydrating and keeping these Sooners at a high level of hydration.
I like you guys putting a positive spin on it. I think there's no excuse for cramping in a football game, personally.
Fair enough. Carson Kent in the game, by the way.
2nd and 4 from the 43. Pistol formation. Hand off Robinson. Bounces right. Has the 1st down as he pushes. I think he does. Spots at the 47. They got it. Got 4 with the chains.
And that's what we saw with him last year. He's just, I don't know how you explain it. He's just kind of rubbery. When guys come in to make a tackle on him, he's like can give the leg and just somehow continue to dance through those tackles. And you saw it right there.
Sooners huddle up. Now break the huddle. Burks, by the way, back on the field. Keontez Lewis with him near side. Pistol look. Mateer fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Sets up. Now we'll pull it down and run with it. Got away. Midfield. And he's surrounded, so he'll just give up at the Illinois State 46. Got about 7 out of that.
Good pro trying to stretch the field again. Protection was good, but, Gabe, just like you pointed out earlier, that they do a good job staying on top of all those deep routes.
No doubt about it. Would love to see the Sooners be able to run some of those deep zone players off Ted and run some of those crossers into those voids, but just haven't seen it yet.
3:09 to go 3rd quarter. 2nd and 3. Handoff Robinson. He is folded down at the 45. Just got 1 yard there. It'll be 3rd and 2. Running between the tackles hasn't yielded much yet tonight for the Oklahoma run game.
Running anywhere.
Yep.
I mean, let's just be
really
honest.
Tried to get outside too much, have they?
Yeah, we haven't seen much perimeter run game, or what I like to call attacking the edges of the defense. Any of the wide zone, any of the pin pull, really any of the QB-driven run game either, guys. It's been counter and some inside zone variations.
I want to make a point about that in a second, but first, here's 3rd and 2. Robinson dances right, comes back left, tackled. I think he's a half-yard shy. Yeah, he didn't quite get the first, so it'll be 4th and 1 here from the Illinois State 44.
And that's another one. I just keep that thing front side. You got your full speed behind you, and there's a free player, but he's 7 yards off the ball. Just go run through that guy and pick up an easy 1st down.
Sooners going for it on 4th down for the 2nd time tonight, and they line up, looks like a quarterback sneak. Mateer under center. He's got pushers on each side of him. Hasn't snapped it yet. Play clock down to 7. Now he sends the tight ends back out. Mateer still under center on 4th and 1. Got a jump but didn't snap it. Play clock at 1, and now they're going to take the timeout or the delay. Timeout.
First charge timeout, Oklahoma.
He got a little bit of a
timeout.
jump from the tackle, but I don't know if he came across.
Right. I would be very interested, right? Remember with the new rules, if the right guard would have popped out of his stance, if Foje, once that guy flinched and moved forward, if Foje would have popped up out of his stance, technically that's supposed to be a penalty on the defense now, correct?
Yeah. Absolutely. It's one of the big rule changes that the SEC took. You were there at SEC Media Days.
It's how it's called in the National Football League.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I'm looking right down the ball right here on the line of scrimmage, and he was in the neutral zone, the DT that came across. Now, he wasn't there very long,
right,
but he was there.
They're going for
Their
it either
offense
way.
is back on the field.
It's 4th and 1 against Illinois State. We got to go.
21-3 Sooners, 1:40 to go in the third. They line up with Mateer in the shotgun. Xavier Robinson behind him and to his right. They just need a yard. Kanik at tight end, set left end. Mateer, handoff Robinson, runs left, has the first down, steps through trash, and he's down to the 41. Needed 1, got 3. You have to remember this, too. Oklahoma's playing to win this game, but they are very much aware that everything they put on tape tonight is going to be watched by the maize and blue. So you got to wonder how much you're seeing is actually what they want to do.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, but you would like to see a higher level of execution with what they're doing. You know what I mean, T-Row?
For sure, yeah, for sure. Mateer to throw. Quick pass near sideline. That's caught. Carson Kent. And he's slung out of bounds. Nice gain on first down to the 34. He got about 7.
Carson Kent at tight end, I think he's one of their better route runners. He's got really good hands, makes a lot of competitive catches. He does a good job in the passing game.
Ted, you've mentioned it many times, but Mateer's ability to catch that snap and get rid of that thing as quickly as he does it's impressive.
Decisive.
Mateer now has thrown for more yards tonight than any Sooner quarterback did in any game last year. Michael Hawkins had 247 against Navy. Mateer's got 253 tonight. He's back to pass again here. Sets up. Flags fly. It's going to be a hold. Mateer looking deep. Flings it deep. That might be a flag on the other end. It will be as they run through Satania to break up the pass. So this is going to offset. Look like a hold on this end on Foje and a PI on the other end on a Redbird.
Correct.
Foje was mad at himself, too.
Yeah. Well, he tackled the guy. He should be.
There are fouls by each team on the play. Holding, number 70, offense. Pass interference, number 4, defense. Those fouls offset. Replay first down.
LaShavion Brown called for the PI as he flew through the back of Isaiah
Correction,
Satania.
second down.
So it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 34. The Illinois State 34. With 18 seconds to go third quarter. Pistol look. Still Xavier Robinson at running back. Now he moves to the left of John Mateer. There's the snap. Quick throw. Near side. Caught. Out of bounds. First down. Keontez Lewis.
Nice throw and catch. Perfect placement. Hits him in stride. Nice sharp route there. Getting to the perimeter. That's nice execution.
6-yard gain to the 28.
That's just one of those. It's a good decision.
Third quarter.
That's one of those where it's the called run, Ted, and if Mateer likes it on the outside, just running that quick out route, he can take it if he wants it, and clearly he liked it.
First down's brought to you by Paycom. Score big with their command-driven AI engine, IWant.
And this offensive line will look very different than it looks tonight.
Had an opportunity to see a lot of young guys, T-Row, and a lot of depth, and it looks like it'll be, if Oklahoma can punch this one in here, might be the same thing as this game progresses. Maybe some Michael Hawkins, maybe a little bit more of some of the young receivers.
First play of the fourth quarter will be the 12th play of this drive. Sooners lead 21-3. Michigan has a 14-0 lead over New Mexico as they go to the second quarter in Ann Arbor. Double tight ends, Huggins and Kent. They move from right to left into the line. Xavier Robinson in the back. John Mateer takes the football, fakes the handoff, straight drop, looking, slings it across the middle. That's caught. Lewis to the 5, steps out of a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown. Keontez Lewis. 28 yards.
Well, Gabe, you called it. There's the clear out and the crosser underneath it. And Mateer, another just drill bit right in there to Keontez Lewis. Catches it underneath and able to dance in for the touchdown. Nice execution. Max protection there. Looked like a 7-man protection. Plenty of time for Mateer, and he stepped into that one and let it rip.
Tate Sandell for the extra point, and he drives it through. First play of the fourth quarter, a 28-yard touchdown pass from John Mateer to Keontez Lewis. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Sooners 28, Redbirds 3. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Mercy.
Must be 21 or older. Please fully responsible.
Thank you, Drake Dykin. 14:52 to go in the game. Sooners lead it now 28-3. Fowler Automotive drive summary. That was a 12-play, 77-yard touchdown drive for Oklahoma in 6:34. Mateer went 5 for 6 for 55 yards on that possession. Now has 314 total yards of offense tonight. The most a quarterback had in any game last year was 308. That's total offense. That was also against Navy. And it was Michael Hawkins in the Armed Forces Bowl. Fowler Automotive Group, being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us. We won't harp on that all year long. Oklahoma is in a better spot at quarterback than they were last year. That's the point. And a pretty good debut for John Mateer tonight. Nearing 300 yards passing. 3 total touchdowns, 2 through the air and 1 on the ground as Sandell gets ready to kick it away to Matt Lawson. Sandell points left, points right, approaches the football. Driving kick, that's a good one. That one will sail deep into the end zone for a touchback. Best one of the night. And Illinois State sets up on the 25. Riverwind Casino's gaming floor has nearly 3,000 of your favorite games, complemented by a variety of bars, restaurants, and the best live music in the metro. It's no surprise that Riverwind is always a good time. Next Saturday night, 6:30 kickoff. That means we'll be on the air with you starting at 3:30 with pregame coverage of Oklahoma and Michigan. First ever visit to Norman for the Wolverines. Got some subs out there for OU on defense. Omarion Robinson, the freshman from Little Rock, in for the first time at safety. Man in motion left to right is Lord. Back to pass Pellant. Throws it out to the right. Watch out. Bam. Winkers right. Got the winkers knocked out of him. He hung on to the football somehow, but no gain. Reggie Powers like a stick of dynamite. Bam.
Really nice job. He's playing the flat, deep to short, give some depth, force the ball to be thrown underneath, and then close in and tackle. Really nicely done there by Powers.
2nd and 10. I don't know how he hung on to that football. Three wideouts. Pellant gonna throw, rolls left, got rid of it. He was under pressure from Kobe McKenzie, and he one-hopped it. Looking for the tight end, Presson. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Little boot where Powers is outflanked a little bit there. Eyes in the backfield. Missed the crosser coming underneath, but the great pressure there by Kobe McKenzie forced a bad throw.
Grayson Holton and Dominic Williams check into the game on the D-line on 3rd and 10. Sooner defense has yet to come up with a turnover tonight. Illinois State 1 for 8 on 3rd downs. Pellant in the shotgun, straight drop. Throws out to the right, and a crouching catch is made by the tight end Presson. for a gain of 3. That's all.
Another good close. Heineke sits back. We got pressure on the quarterback. He's forced to dump it down, come up, make a good flush tackle there, and force the 4th and long. Punt teams up. Good defense.
3 and out for the Redbirds. 13:40 to go. Isaiah Satania at the 25 as he sets up to return one.
He's been getting some low liners with opportunity, hasn't he?
Almost broke one earlier, but a flag pulled it back. That's a high wobbly toward the far sideline. It'll bounce at the 31. He'll field it right on the sideline at the 26. Makes a move up the sideline 30, 35. Just tight roping it down the Illinois State sideline, and he's bumped out at the 36.
Pretty nifty. Made a move back towards the middle of the field, and one of the defenders, may have been the long snapper, massively overplayed it. He was able to scoot up that sideline for a nice pickup.
Whether Brahms is your stop for a burger and ice cream or your weekly trip for groceries from the fresh market, Brahms is proud to be a part of your family's tradition. Brahms Farm Fresh for over 50 years. Jaden Ott in the game for the first time on offense. The highly touted transfer from Cal. Almost 2,600 yards and 24 touchdowns on the ground at Cal. And he's in the game at running back for the first time here in the 4th quarter. Pistol formation with 3 wides. Now Ott moves to the right of Mateer. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Ott, and he's met in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Got going laterally and got caught for a 2 or 3 yard loss in the backfield.
Had a late shift there by the defensive line, then a blitzing backer came in and shot one of those gaps, and O-line didn't ID it quick enough. He had a free runner in the backfield.
2nd and 13. That was a 3 yard loss on Ott's first carry. By the way, Ty Niekamp back in the game. The linebacker who left injured earlier. From the 33, Mateer to throw. Looks deep down the far sideline.
Dang.
Lets it fly. What a catch! Keontez Lewis came up with it. Flag down. Keontez Lewis, a circus catch on the far sideline.
Boy, he got mugged while that ball was in the air and somehow was able to position himself to still grab that ball out of the air. That was impressive. That's one of those pass interference where everyone in the stadium lets out a groan when the ball's in the air.
Guys, one
Pass
thing
interference, number 1 defense. Penalties decline. The result of the play is a first down.
I'd like to see a replay because I feel like the spot is at least 4, maybe 5 yards off from where it should be. They're putting it at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he should have been at the
Is it at the 45 or 46?
46 at worst.
Mateer on the keeper. A flag flies at the snap. Mateer kept it himself on a called quarterback run for 2 to the 46.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
Replay 1st down.
Correction, 1st down.
Thank you. That'll back it into Sooner territory to the 47. And it'll be 1st and 15 with 12:22 to go. 6th penalty tonight for Oklahoma. How about that catch by Keontez Lewis?
I was just handed a note from the sideline from Gabe Blaylock back down there on the sideline.
Uniform?
Yes.
uniform, helmet in hand.
Great. Robinson and Ott on the field. Split backs to each side of Mateer. Now Ottson in motion. Mateer going to throw it out to him on the edge. It's a low pass, and it's incomplete. Ott tried to come back for it, and his feet went out from under him. It'll be 2nd down. He was a dangerous weapon for Cal in the passing game as well. He's a very good receiver. From the OU 47-yard line as we dip under 12 minutes to go. Trips right, 1 left. Now Xavier Robinson goes slot left, so empty for Mateer alone in the Sooner offensive backfield. Looks right, lets it fly quickly. Down to a knee to catch it, Deion Burks at the Illinois State 46. That's a pickup of 7 and makes it 3rd down and 8.
Mateer, you know, I thought he was excellent in the first half with accuracy and Still not bad. He's made some nice throws, but he's starting to lose some of those passes low.
Over 300 yards passing now for John Mateer tonight. Got to get it to the Redbird 38 for a first down. Has the football, 4-man rush. Gives it to Robinson out of the backfield. 45, keeps his feet past the first blocker and gets to the 40. That's 2 yards shy of the first. And we got an injured Bird. Kuba, who came up to make the tackle, whiffed on Robinson and hurt himself. And he's holding that right arm.
Man, that's one of those, he got his lower body with an outstretched arm. You know, sometimes that's where you see guys tear a bicep sometimes, or tear a pec. Hopefully he just took a knee to the bicep or something and is in a lot of pain and didn't get any severe damage there, but that did not look good.
He is in, as you can tell from up there, guys, he is in a lot of pain on the field.
It looks like television is taking a timeout with 11:07 to go, and the Sooners leading 28-3. Chris, I do notice Tommy Rittenhouse up and throwing a football on the far sideline over there. That's a good sign. That I don't know if he's coming back in the game, but at least that would let you think that they don't believe it's a serious injury.
It may be one of those where
looks pretty ginger. I've watched him through the binoculars.
He does not look like he feels great.
No.
His arm is.
We have entered the fourth quarter in a blowout game. I'm going to take you behind the scenes of Sooner Radio a little bit. That's often when Stats Kelly forgets he's wearing a microphone and just talks incessantly for the entire quarter. And we have entered that territory now.
Yay!
4th down and 2 from the 40. They're going for it. Mateer fakes the handoff, rolls right, slings it deep downfield for Kanak. Almost came through the interception try, but Kanak couldn't quite get there. They went big on 4th and short. Not a great pass from Mateer, and it almost worked out fabulously anyway.
That's an interesting throw there. I thought he had plenty of time, wasn't under a ton of pressure. And I don't know, I think maybe he thought Kanak was going to turn that one back inside a little bit.
Coffee, Freddy's Frozen Custard, and Steak Burgers. High Noon, Cup Bop, Nacho Express, Kaneka Sausage, and Evan Williams. Kaneka Sausage, excuse me. And game day deserves the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar, because fan work is thirsty work. Toby, Teddy, Chris, and Gabe back with you at Owen Field. It's opening night of the 2025 season. Sooners have a comfortable 28-3 lead, but they've just turned it over on downs. Illinois State will start from their own 40-yard line. It's been a bit of a snoozer of a second half. Just the one touchdown pass to Keontez Lewis. That's the only Sooner scoring there's been. Handoff to Seth Glatz on first down. He got about 1 to the 41. First carry for the senior. Western Illinois transfer. R. Mason Thomas the tackle.
R. Mason Thomas in on it. Omasigo in at the backer spot right now with a nice play there as well.
Taylor Wine at the other defensive end spot. 2nd and 9.
You got Kendall Daniels playing the Mike Backer spot now too.
Double tight end left for the Redbirds. Pellant at quarterback approaches the line, now backs into the gun. He's got it, hands it off up the middle. Bam, big collision. It's Glatz again on the carry. Got a couple to the 43. Reggie Powers up to make the smack.
Good job. He's playing that cheetah spot, which is really just the Sam linebacker. Even when the nickel's in there, it's still the same position schematically. And in that formation, he's in the box playing true linebacker position, and he reads his keys, spikes it, comes right downhill, makes a good flush tackle.
3rd and 7 from the 43. Sammy Omasigo, the Sooners' leading tackler so far tonight, with 5. Man in motion is Casper, left to right. Pellant back to pass against a 4-man rush. Steps up under pressure. They got him. Taylor Wine sacked him. Back of the 40.
Great job. Taylor Wine goes with the speed rush here. A little swipe. Retraces his steps as the quarterback steps up in the pocket. Comes right back where he came from and Taylor Wine able to make that play. That's really good job staying active in that rush with the eyes on the quarterback. That's really good there.
David Stone with the win inside. Ted splits the double team that kind of flushes him to the right to Wine. So let's give old Stoney the assist on that one.
He's looked pretty good tonight. He's
looks sudden.
Yes, exactly.
Satania awaiting the punt from Futch. There's the boot bite, very short. Satania up, fair catch called for at the 26, and he's got it right on the SEC logo. 8:35 to go, timeout. Sooners in command, leading 28-3 over Illinois State on opening night. Tonight's broadcast brought to you from their own 25. Still John Mateer in the game. He's got Xavier Robinson at running back. 28-3 Oklahoma. 8:35 to go. Compact formation here. Now Kanik goes in motion. They're going to throw it to Kanik on the edge. Tries to make a swim move to get by a guy. Does. Got to the 30. Backs his way for another yard to the 31. He got about 3 extra yards out of that.
Nice job by Kanik. Turns it back to the inside. Runs through an arm tackle and able to continue to force his way upfield. Nice job.
That's 5th catch for Jaren Kanik. Who would have thought we would have said that? 2nd and 4. Flag flies. This is offsides. Mateer across the middle. That's caught. Huggins rumbling down the middle of the field. His first catch out across the 45. A 15-yard pickup to the 46. They got a Redbird to jump.
Offside, number 14, defense. Penalties decline. Result of the play is a first down.
First down's brought to you by Paycom. Score big with their command-driven AI engine, iWant. Your shortcut to smart work. 1st and 10 Sooners from their own 46. Will Huggins, his first catch in a Sooner uniform. Mateer rolling right, wants to throw again, does. Little comeback catch. Deion Burks in Illinois State territory. He's driven back from the 42. That'll be another first down.
Again, Mateer getting outside the pocket, and another really decisive throw with zip on it. Hits a guy right out of the break. Nice execution.
7th catch for Deion Burks tonight. 7:24 to go. 1st and 10 at the Redbirds 42. Robinson moves to the right of Mateer. Mateer puts palm to the ground and says, hang on, let's don't be in a hurry here. Still 7 to snap it. Now Robinson back to the left, and they hand it to Xavier. Cuts left to the 40, carrying Redbirds down to the 38. Give him the 37. 5-yard run on first down for Xavier Robinson.
Not a bad job. Inside zone to the right, and he takes it to the right and then sees a little void on the backside. Just a little dance cut back over there. Good positive gain.
It's about as good as it's looked up front on the front side all night, Ted. The counter stuff has been a little slow to develop, slow to get to the line of scrimmage. Some of the downhill zone stuff has been the best looking stuff we've had.
Double tight ends move left to right. That's Kanik and Huggins. 2nd and 5. Mateer, play action. Deep drop. Looks deep. Lets it fly across the middle. Catch is made just shy of the red zone by Keontez Lewis. And that's another first down, a 15-yard pickup to the 22.
Good. Really good patience there by Mateer. You got to clear out and a dig in behind it, and Mateer just follows that deep route with the eyes to pull the safety over, then drills it in there on the dig. Really good job.
Got an injured Redbird, Ben Harmon, a defensive tackle, down on the ground. Sooners will have it 1st and 10 at the plus 22 with 6:12 to go. Sooner football brought to you by Warren Cat, a proud sponsor of Sooner Athletics. Contact us today for new, used, and rental machines and power equipment. Search Warren Cat. Let's go down to Chris.
You know, one thing that's been really, really interesting to watch, guys, I know it's kind of been maybe an obsession here tonight, but just watching the way that Ben Arbuckle works with his quarterbacks, watching the way that he talks with everyone on this offense. Gabe, really that great energy he had, but very much under control, very much in the game, dialed in is how I would describe Ben Arbuckle's coaching approach here on the sidelines.
No doubt. It's been
dialed in.
He had some juice pregame, but once we kicked this thing off, he's settled in and has been, I would just say, almost serious over here.
Satania, Burks, and Lewis go left. Kanak left. Overload left. Rolling right, Mateer. Wants to run it. He's met in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Played well by Illinois State. They didn't bite on the overload, and they dropped Mateer for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, had a corner sitting outside on that defensive end, and the cross action with the tight end coming across the formation didn't pull him outside at all. Mateer was hoping that he'd run with that a little bit, and he'd have a void on the inside to cut it back to, and it was nicely played.
5.5 to play in the opener. Sooners lead at 28-3, trying to tack on here. 2nd and 13 from the Redbird 25. Trips left. Kanak in the slot. Mateer to throw. Looks left. Quick throw out far sideline. Sliding catch made. That's Lewis. His 8th catch. Keontez Lewis at the 20. It's a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 8. Ball just touching the Pizza Hut red zone. Pizza Hut, the official pizza of the Sooners. 3rd and 8 from the 20. They've gone with Xavier Robinson this entire drive at running back. Ball on the left hash, trips to the right. Mateer, back to pass, looking left, throws for the end zone. Got a man, caught it! Keontez Lewis again! A dart from John Mateer. Touchdown, Sooners.
Really good job, Keontez Lewis, just running that rail route down the sideline, and defensive back gets his feet tangled and falls down, and Mateer sends a nice looking missile in there. It's got some zip on it. And I've liked a lot of the throws from Mateer tonight. Again, decisive. Ball's got plenty of zip on it, and they just continue to tack it on out there. Keontez Lewis looked pretty good himself.
2nd touchdown for Keontez Lewis tonight. 3rd touchdown pass for Mateer. He's got 1 on the ground as well. Extra point for Sandell is good. 392 passing yards now for John Mateer. That breaks Baker Mayfield's Sooner opening game record of 388 in his first game against Akron in 2015. So a new record set by John Mateer tonight. Almost now 400 passing yards. And Oklahoma leads at 35-3. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions. 5th time Oklahoma's been in the end zone tonight.
Will be interesting to see, guys, now 4:33, maybe another offensive possession if that's it for John Mateer. So far, the one mistake, and beyond that, he's been fantastic. And I'll tell you
mistake.
What. Well, the interception.
He threw the ball where it was supposed to go, Plank. Come on, man. I'm just messing.
The one interception, not on him. But I've really been intrigued by watching his leadership, the way he's handled things over here on the sidelines. This game has had a little bit of everything, right? We've had rain. It's even getting a little chilly down here right now, but through everything, turnovers, big defensive plays, through it all, John Mateer has been pretty level-headed over here, and that's the thing that you notice about both he and Ben Arbuckle. Very similar personalities for as fiery as they are heading in. Very level-headed.
Fowler drive summary, 8 plays, 75 yards, and 402. Keontez Lewis now 9 catches, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Lewis has 119. Burks has 88. Kanak has 90 receiving yards. Fair catch called for by the Redbirds, and they'll take it on the 25 with 4:33 to go.
Tony, can I add one quick injury update too?
Sure.
Because we mentioned earlier Jacob Sexton, they were looking at the left extremity, and basically he hasn't come back in the game, but he's still here on the sidelines. The left knee brace is on. There's not ice or anything on it. He's been talking with his teammates, and he's been around the huddle. So hopefully it's not anything too severe as we get our first look. Is that our first look at Danny Okoye tonight, T-Row?
I believe so. Danny Okoye in the game.
I've been staring at him run down on kickoff a couple times. It's terrifying and awesome.
He's been itching to get in the game.
The Coyote is on the field.
Nesta in at backer.
Handoff. Running up, that's Glatz, I believe, who got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Wrapped up by James Nesta. Also a member of the Sooner baseball team, a pitcher for them. Redshirt freshman out of Huntersville, North Carolina. It'll be 2nd and 10. Jeremiah Newcomb is at one corner. Taylor Heim is in the game.
Trent Wilson.
Freshman defensive tackle out of Washington, D.C., Trent Wilson.
Grown man.
No
Already
gloves.
in Murray and
No
Robinson.
gloves for Trent Wilson. Terrifying.
2nd and 10. Pellin. Handoff Glatz running left. He's got move out to the 30, 35. Brought off his feet on a nice tackle in the open field by the freshman Omarion Robinson, but a first down run for Seth Glatz to the 38.
We're pinned in at the cheetah spot, Taylor Heim, and then Nesta, bad footwork, backing out of there on the run action. Those guys, it may take them a second to get their bearings out there on the field. First action.
David Stone in for Marcus Strong, who reluctantly leaves the field. They did not want to come out. 3:15 to go. From the 38. Handoff Glatz up the middle, runs into a wall. He got a yard, maybe 2 to the 40.
Stone right on cue, makes him a nice play there, splitting a double team.
I don't want to get too excited either, guys, but one of the hits of camp, Elijah Thomas has jumped on the exercise bike and getting his legs loose in case the Sooners get the football back here. But up 32, probably won't see him throw too much, but he's had a great camp.
Oh, I think if it was socially acceptable, Brock Spack would start to take a knee right now. He wants to get out of town, grab a check, and don't get anybody else hurt. This will be another handoff to Seth Glatz, I believe, and it is. Glatz to the 40. Bulldozes his way to the 43. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Okoye getting his first action out there. Him and Homosigo making a tackle there for a small gain.
Well, I hope Tommy Rittenhouse is okay. This is the number 6 ranked team in the nation in the FCS. They feel like they have a legitimate opportunity to contend for the national championship this year, but they need their quarterback to be healthy. So we wish him the best of luck the rest of the way as we hit the 2-minute warning.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout brought to us by Dos Equis, the official import beer of OU Athletic. I would be in favor of,
You might be right.
and this is no political statement, any president that's in the White House issuing an executive order that all coaches got to knock it off with the depth chart stuff.
Right.
Just give us a depth chart. Quit it.
You're saying you don't like oars?
I'll take oars over nonsense or no depth chart, but
Ding, ding, ding.
let's just quit messing around. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Illinois State from their own 43 with 2 minutes to go. They're 1 for 10 on 3rd downs. Beckham Pellant, the backup quarterback in the game after Tommy Rittenhouse's injury, in the shotgun. He's got it. Hands it off to Glatz, makes one cut up to the 45-yard line down there. It'll be 4th and 3. Wyatt Gilmore was in the game for the first time at defensive end, the redshirt freshman from Rogers, Minnesota. Illinois State's gonna, let's see what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll run another play.
Looks like he's standing there ready to call a timeout as soon as they use up all the clock.
I think Brent Venables probably looking across the field saying, go ahead and go for it. We won't do anything. If you don't get it, we'll take a knee. $35-3. We got about 90-minute post-game show to break this down
First
for
charge
you.
timeout, Illinois State. 30-second timeout.
How did the Sooners look on offense, defense, special teams? Plus, we'll be the first to hear from Brent Venables. Chris and Gabe will be all over the post-game reaction from players and coaches. Make sure you keep it locked in here for the post-game show immediately following this one. Brock Spack in his 17th year as head coach at Illinois State, and it does look like he's sending his punter out there.
Can't help but feel a little bit too. Gabe's brought it up a few times, T-Row, but one of their big things about last year's opener, they lost so many key players, including their star running back, and to see Rittenhouse go down tonight, you just hope it doesn't implode their whole season like that had the chance to last year.
For sure. Satania inside the 15. Futch has it. Kick is away. Good one. Spiraling. Fair catch called for. Satania lets it fly over his head. It bounds at the 5 down to the 2-yard line. And it is down there. And I'd like to.
It's 3 inside the 6.
Their punter has been phenomenal.
He's been great, and I would just like to say he has now exiting town, and I'm not going to try to say his last name again because I have successfully said his name 4 or 5 times tonight without the FCC breathing down my neck.
Well done.
So we're going to call it a day. Sooners will start at the 2. Can't really take a knee here, Ted. You got to kind of QB sneak it, I think.
Yeah, probably just a downhill running play.
Now here comes the offense. It is going to be Mateer with 1:05 to go. From their own 2-yard line, leading at 35-3. See if they can execute here and not give up a safety. They line up in a pistol formation. Xavier Robinson, the running back. Mateer, handoff Robinson, right up the middle, squeezes through a hole, got it out to the 5, and that'll allow enough breathing room that they can probably hit a knee here twice. Spotted at the 4. Actually, just need to do it once.
Take one here.
Game clock at 45. Play clock at 25. Mateer not going under center. Going to work out of the shotgun. He's got it. Handoff Robinson. Bounces it outside. Wrapped up and tackled. And that should do it. After a 1-yard gain by Xavier Robinson. Sooners put up just shy of 500 yards of offense tonight. John Mateer, 392 passing, 3 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown run. And Oklahoma moves to 1-0 in 2025 as they get set to welcome for the first time ever to Norman the Michigan Wolverines for a primetime showdown in front of a national television audience next Saturday night. Handshakes have taken place. Final score tonight here in Norman is Oklahoma 35 and Illinois State 3.